ears just to catch my buzz. These right here just to catch my cub. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Been the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask, can I?
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Yeah, the sun can't touch me, got a brand new visor, yeah. Your friend's smart, but my bud's wiser, yeah. Get the job done like the equalizer. And I'ma grab another drink, cause tonight I'ma die like Michael Phelps. Hey, diving in this pool, I don't know what we have. Hey, I'm just telling you the truth. I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again, celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant, let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up, my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm tryna find. She say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I wear a fire gun. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, to see it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on, I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's spit. We on track for the win. Celebrate the win again. Hey. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Oh, you down with me, down with me, down with me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Won't you down with me, down with me? Hold on. I got a crowd wrapping around the whole town for me. Name mama proud, got a thou in the balcony. Nah, 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 I don't hear no clown talking foul on me. Won't shoot me down, send the cavalry. It been a while since I had time for me. Won't you get down with me, down with me, down with me? Hello, Max March out with the polo. Like my style, don't you? Nights like this, I wish I was with you.
Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming tenants in 71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the return, here's the dangerous Cordero Patterson. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The first carry for the shifty Tariq Cohen. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
He's taken. I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Trubisky gives to Cohen, and he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. This is the receiver turned running back, Cordero Patterson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He was brought down.
Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Trubisky. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. First defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Good route, good pickup for 1st down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
They'll run forward with Tariq Cohen. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Cordero Patterson, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears.
Bears 7, Buccaneers 0. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Taken down at the 33.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Let's go, defense. Alert. Let's go, defense. Here we go. 45 them up. 45 them up. Let's go.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Brady gives this one off to Jones. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
Wait, that 20.
From the gun on 3rd down, Brady. And he's got Miller. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards.
First down, Buccaneers.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
They go back to the ground with Jones. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears 16. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Kyle Fuller, the one to make the tackle.
It's a pickup of
not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Working from the gun, it's Brady. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The Pro Bowler Chris Godwin, the intended receiver, and now it's 3rd down.
And 7 yards to go.
From the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Touchdown.
Mike Evans. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 7. Bradley Pinion to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now it's Patterson. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Patterson on the return. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Trubisky will throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
That's good for a Chicago Bears.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Patterson. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
The tackle made.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Break that.
3rd and 2. Now Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
A 3-yard loss.
Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a 1st down.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking downfield for Godwin. And that's caught inside the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line.
Gain of 50 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
A nice run there by Jones on first down as he'll wind up getting about 5. So 2nd and 5 coming up.
23-yard line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Play action. Now it's Brady. This is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from.
And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, first down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On the give, this is Cohen. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Good push up front in that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. On the handoff, it's Cohen. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
The tackle made it.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
Intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Brady. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's taken down. It's a gain of 3 from the 17 to the 20. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the 2nd quarter. 14-7. 2nd and 7 from the 20. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. On second down now, it's Jones. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
He was brought down by Buster Screen. A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And Jones is not going to have the first down as they stop him short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be fourth down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again, Brady. And incomplete on the deep ball. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's third down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more.
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Antoine Winfield Jr. picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. Touchdown. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
But I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is TJ Logan to return it. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Bucs Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. No. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Eddie Pinheiro to kick off for Chicago.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. With it on the return is Logan. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
TJ Logan on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
On 2nd and 12, Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. But the Brady-Gronk connection, certainly something to watch here with the Bucs in 2020. Of Tom Brady's 541 touchdown passes coming into 2020, Gronk's 78 were the most of any receiver. Throwing on first down is Brady. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide. Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
The give is to Jones. And they'll get him down right about the 20. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup. Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they? A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Brady. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way down
field, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up fourth. Gay's kick is good. And the Bucks take a 3-0 lead. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle.
8-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Tight end to the right, go tight end to the right. Move. Hey, 18.
From the 38, Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
2 yards, good enough for a first. Patterson on the carry. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate.
Another strong for the running back.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Good on. 180. Check 45. Too low.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Patterson on the draw play. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will tie things at 17-all. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
First and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. A give to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
Back now at Soldier Field. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 9.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Jones. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Stop short of the goal.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
A give to the fullback on the dive. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bucs are going to take the lead. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Buccaneers 24. Bears 17.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Now it's Patterson. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this 4th quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. Yeah, boy, now you see him, now you don't. Excellent move, nice run, winds up getting about 6. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Trubisky gives to Cohen. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
A loss of a yard.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Open man there is Patterson, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big pickup of 12 yards on 4th down to keep this drive from stalling. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing here, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
4 yards.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's David Montgomery, second-year man from Iowa State. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And this will be caught by Mooney. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Complete to Darnell Mooney.
They've got 2nd and 12 from the 36.
At the Bucs' 36-yard line.
Trubisky to throw again. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Get ready. Get ready. Hey, look, 48. Hey, we're going back to 48 right now. Let's go. Coming to you.
They run. This is Cohen. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
6-yard pick.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, we're looking at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further.
The ball carrier.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action, throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on the play of the game now. 4th and goal. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And that is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Bucs defense, they'll celebrate the goal line stand.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. They're still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Brady. Going up top for Miller. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Some boos coming down right now from this home crowd after that call.
Yeah, and that was because of the pass interference call, but for a second there I thought maybe they'd gotten a look at my appearance as Othello in the high school play.
You were Othello?
Not a good one, let me tell you.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
On the ball carrier.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Looking downfield for Godwin. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Chris Godwin with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the fumble recovery leads to 6 points for the Buccaneers. And the lead is up to 14.
Makes the score Buccaneers 31. Bears 17.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Now it's Patterson. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
And they will take a knee here.
Trubisky on the keeper. It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. And they'll indeed take a knee. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. And dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for the Buccaneers, they move a step closer to 500 as their record improves to 2-3. And they'll get a few extra days to savor this one before they take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.